All right, Grenada, Carrick, and the rest of the world, I'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Live program, and I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson. People, this is where it all happens. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. Things that you have not heard about before, we will be telling you about it tonight on tonight's program, or probably things that you've heard before, but from a different perspective, you'll be getting it here. On tonight's program, we have no horse in the race, and so we tell you as it is, undiluted, uninfluenced, uninterrupted. People, this is news discussed, not told. All right, now let's take a look at what's making the headlines for tonight. We have St. George's resident charged with driving without a driver's license. And people might be asking themselves, what's the big deal about that? Well, you'll find out. Yes, it is, in fact, a breakthrough in a recent case. All right, Randy Bartholomew charged for non-capital murder and sent on remand to Her Majesty's prison. And alarmed at recent events, acting cop threatens to toughen up on crime. And here's what the World Health Organization declares China virus outbreak an international emergency. We're going to be talking about that. And China counts 170 virus deaths, and new countries find infections. And a mother in St. Vincent and the Grenadines wants her daughter to rock that jail suit and to pay for her actions in relation to a chopping incident in which she was involved in. So the daughter was involved in a chopping incident, mother finds out, and the mother wants the police to make her pay for her crime. All right, folks, we have all that and more to tell you about on tonight's Mikey Live when we return. For those of you who have not yet done so, I want to encourage you to please go ahead and share the program. You see, when you share the program, that's how other people get to know that we are live. And there's no charge to looking at the program. It's free for all. But of course, we just want you to do this one thing, at least share the program so that other people will get to see that we are on. All right, not everyone receives a notification, and so once you share it, then they get to see that the program is live. We're taking our very first break, and we shall return shortly. When we return, it will be real news in audio Lili Lolo. A reminder, the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of WPG 10, channels 10 and 11 on cable.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
It's one of the most anticipated events in 2020, the Grenada Music Festival, June 5th to 7th, at the home of the festival, Quarantine Recreational Park. 12 live bands, more than 16 dynamic performers, great food and local culture. The Grenada Music Festival, June 5th to 7th, bigger and better in 2020. Get ready.
Make no excuse. Claim those fitness goals with a little help from Quartz. Save big on home fitness equipment when you shop with up to 15% off. Plus, get a chance to win a free spin bike. Shop today and pay nothing until March with Quartz Ready Finance. Make no excuses. Shop and win. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Are Are you planning an event or looking to rent tents? Then call the tent experts at Waggy T Tent Rentals. We rent tents for all occasions. Tents in different colors, styles, and 25 different sizes, from as little as 10 by 10 to as large as 100 by 40. Call us at 439-TENT. That's 439-8368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Brannan, St. George. We are Grenada's tent people.
Big Parish, it's your turn on Saturday, February 1st to showcase your true patriotism as the St. Andrew Development Organization, in collaboration with the National Celebrations Committee, presents the 46th Independence Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza 2020. The action begins at 6 p.m. with the Flambeau March from the Old Church through the streets of Grenville. Then from 7 p.m. sharp, we move stateside at the Grenville Bus Terminal, where the best of Grenada will be on show, from Calypsonians to soca artists, dance troops, cultural groups, and much more. Celebrating 46 under the theme as we prepare for the future through empowerment, growth, and long-term sustainable development. It's the 46th Independence Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza, Saturday, February 1st, Grenville Bus Terminal.
Why not stay in, turn off the alarm clock, and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz? For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
St. Paul's Sports, Cultural and Development Organization presents St. Paul's Independence Extravaganza on Sunday, 9th February 2020 at the St. Paul's Community Center. Get breakfast from 6 a.m. and lunch from 12 noon. Enjoy performances by Dash, Mystic Band, Oasis Band, Laura Lisa, Conception Dance Theatre, Comanchero Steel Orchestra, Lisa McDonald, SPGS, PBC Choir, Touch of Grace, Vinue Dancers, and much more. It's a day of food, craft exhibitions, robotics displays, fashion show, and so much more. It's the St. Paul's Independence Extravaganza.
Alrighty, folks, and I'd like to officially again welcome you. Okay, alright, yeah, don't rush me up, so no man. Take your time with me, no man. Right, we want to make sure we volume low down when we monitoring you. Alright, so Olia, we are here with you again, and I'd like to say again thank you and officially welcome everyone to tonight's program. I find I'm looking kind of white and clay. Tell me if I'm looking proper without for Olia, if I look work with that, we going through. Alright, I just find I'm looking kind of white. Anyway, lady that talk, I don't want to look white because ain't nothing close to that. Anyway, Olia, so the first thing that I want to tell all about is a temporary road closure, all right? Now, the traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force hereby notifies the general public, and in particular motorists, that the Cedars Road, St. Patrick, will be temporarily closed to vehicular traffic, all right? And that closure is to facilitate a paving of the said road, all right? It will be closed for the period of 1 week. And the Royal Grenada Police Force and the Ministry of Infrastructure, Development, Public Utilities, Energy, Transport and Implementation apologizes for any inconveniences caused to the motoring and commuting public. All right, let me see what else we have to tell you. Yes, good. Now, there is also another temporary closure that we have to tell you about, all right? I'm looking for that for you. Good, I think I would have found it. Now, here's what. All right, we have received word from the authorities and that's the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information. Listen, I find, let me just put that out right now. I find whether it is that you have to send that out in a press release or whatever, I find it had to go through that long thing. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of reading, there's a lot of time. People busy. The Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information. What we do? What we going through that for? You know what I mean? Anyway, information advises the public that due to plumbing issues at the St. George's Anglican Junior and the Senior Schools, classes have been suspended for the rest of the school day Thursday. In light of this, parents and guardians are kindly asked to make necessary arrangement. Alright, yeah, I don't know why that is still on my script, but yeah, that one would have. But just for your knowledge, right? If you would have noticed that your children come home early and they wondering what's going on, all right, that was the reason why. All right, I don't know how that came back on my scroll, but anyway, it is what it is. All right, so we are moving on, and the next thing that we have to talk about, people. A 24-year-old businessman. Yeah, boy, down. People say, well, hey, Mikey, how do I make news? Not understanding the context of it. A 24-year-old businessman has been arrested and charged for driving without a driver's license. The charge was laid against Von Cyrus of the Carnage St. George following a vehicular accident on Monday, 27th January at conference in St. Andrew. Y'all remember that story? Right. Now Cyrus, he was placed on $5,000 bail with one surety, and he is due to appear at the Grenville Magistrates Court on Tuesday, 3rd March 2020. See some comments on Facebook. I say, why, boy? You're telling me. Anyway, let me leave that talk there. We're moving on. Now hear that. 31-year-old Duquesne St. Mark fisherman Randy Bartholomew. He was charged with non-capital murder. All right. Now he has been sent to the Richmond Hill prison on remand. Bartholomew was arrested, formally charged and cautioned on Monday this week for the offense of non-capital murder by intentionally causing the death of Christopher Grant of Waltham in St. Mark. Now, Grant lost his life as a result of a fatal stabbing. Now, he was rushed to the general hospital, but according to reports, died on the way. Randy Bartholomew is to return to court in Victoria for mention on the 18th of February. Bartholomew has made a request for legal representation because on his first appearance did not have such. Now, being apparently alarmed at the recent events, Acting Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin is making a pledge that they intend to toughen up on crime and criminals and would-be criminals in Grenada. Now, the Commissioner of Police was addressing the gathering at yesterday's RGPF Ribbon and Medal Award ceremony, which sought to recognize excellent contributions by police officers. He was speaking about the level of criminality in the country in recent times. According to the COP, they intend on intensifying intelligence gathering and other operations to clamp down on criminal elements creating the trouble. And good luck. Yeah, we wish all the best on him. Yeah, so I'm still waiting for you to catch the to charge somebody for the WFM breaking. We had offered the Criminal Investigation Department with sufficient evidence, if you ask me. I did the police work for them, and up to now we don't get charged yet. I did all the research, got all the evidence. I think that is necessary to get a charge. But up to now, no one has been charged for the incident. So, since all are looking to clamp down, you know, dig up that file, you know, dog, and fix up the business for us now. You know what I mean? You're telling me. Yeah, so anyway, if all you need any help, check me. I ain't working for free. I tell you all your child to feed. Now, Earlier, we are moving on. How are we looking for time? Like a corner, like a corner. You're gonna tell me a corner me face, man. Look here. Wrong thing. Let me pull up wrong thing on the program. All right, let me see what else we're looking for. All right. So the hotel and tourism fraternity, they are mourning the loss of one of their own. You know, what is that this man was a very good guy. You know what I mean? He has done his work. And so the Ministry for Tourism and Civil Aviation, the Minister, for Tourism and Civil Aviation, Honorable Clarice Modest Cohen, and the Chairman, Board of Directors, Management and Staff of the Grenada Tourism Authority, they say that they are deeply saddened by the passing of Mr. Andre Sherman, OBE, who served as Managing Director of the Cuyaba Beach Resort for 32 years. The stalwart in the tourism industry was also shareholder and chairman of the board at Cuyaba. Under his capable leadership, Cuyaba has become one of Grenada's best-known beach resorts. Mr. Sherman was jovial, they say, charismatic and committed to the development of the tourism industry through service excellence. You know, they say he served as the chairman of the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association and on various committees. He also served for a brief period as chairman of the Grenada Board of Tourism. In 2017, the minister and the GTA were happy to celebrate 30 years of Cuyaba's operation and service excellence with Mr. Sherman as part of the British Airways 30 year of flying to the destination. So, you know, the GTA say that they wanted to extend condolence to his wife, his daughters, and other family members during this difficult time. They say his smile, personality, and commitment will surely be missed. May his soul rest in peace. They say he's a real good guy. I don't know, he looks like Mr. Julius Gittins. Every time I see him, he reminds me of Julius Gittins. He's a Bajan journalist. They look like twin boy. Oh yeah. The coronavirus continue to be a talk of the day. And you know what? The World Health Organization, they have had a dialogue about this. And they declare that the coronavirus epidemic in China now constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. You understand? So that, in other words, is raising the alarm to further level. You understand? Listen to this.
Despite the severe social and economic impact those measures are having on the Chinese people, we would have seen many more cases outside China by now, and probably does, if it were not for the government's efforts and the progress they have made to protect their own people and the people of the world. The speed with which China detected the outbreak, isolated the virus, sequenced the genome, and shared it with WHO and the world are very impressive and beyond words. So is China's commitment to transparency and to supporting other countries. In many ways, China is actually setting a new standard for outbreak response, and it's not an exaggeration. I also offer my profound respect and thanks to the thousands of brave health professionals and all frontline responders who, in the midst of the Spring Festival, are working 24/7 to treat the sick, save lives, and bring this outbreak under control. Thanks to their efforts, the number of cases in the rest of the world so far has remained relatively small. There are now 98 cases in 18 countries outside China, including 8 cases of human-to-human transmission in 4 countries: Germany, Japan, Vietnam, and the United States of America. So far, we have not seen any deaths outside China, for which we must all be grateful. Although these numbers are still relatively small compared to the numbers of cases in China, we must all act together now to limit further spread. The vast majority of cases outside China have a travel history to Wuhan or contact with someone with a travel history to Wuhan. We don't know what sort of damage this virus could do if it were to spread in a country with a weaker health system.
Thank you very much. Of course, we just wanted to take a bit of excerpt from his presentation, speaking of the situation with the virus, all right, with the coronavirus. And of course, we were able to as well prepare, well, not really prepare, we didn't prepare it ourselves, but we were able to get some stats on the coronavirus to satisfy your curiosity in terms of how it affects people. Now, data is based on the first 425 cases confirmed in Wuhan. 59 was the average age of those infected, all right? 89% were not hospitalized until at least 5 days of the illness. 56% of the cases were men, and 55% of the cases diagnosed before the 1st of January was linked to a seafood market. All right, and that's at least a bit of information that you need to know about the virus. Earlier, we are moving on. Now, hear this piece, eh? All right. Following a wounding incident, let me get a picture for you, just for all to understand the nature of what we're talking about, all right? This incident actually happened in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, all right? I don't know how that lady was able to take that picture, but anyway, there was a chopping incident that is going viral on social media in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, according to 784 News, following a wounding incident in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it left Zanny Charles nursing chop wounds. Charlene Rollins, mother of one of the alleged attackers, wants her daughter to pay for her actions. They said that the altercation left the victim with chop wounds to the face, noticeably on the forehead and under her left eye. Now, in a Facebook post, Ms. Rawlings said, "Dear officers stationed at Baibu or Biabu, I don't show the place name, or Babu if the I is silent, police station in the state of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as a mother of the young lady which is the victim chop attacker, I ask that y'all make a swift arrest on my daughter and the others. Yes," she says, "let them spend the weekend possible on the bench. Wrong is wrong." He goes on to say that my daughter has no right to follow anyone and chop anybody who didn't interfere with her. I know I'll get some pass mouth and people will be asking me to go easy because she is my child. They must understand I love my child. I love my daughter, but I will not love and encourage, support her wrong. Let she rock the jail suit. I will not encourage that. Well, you know, I only paraphrasing. So if she make mistake, if we are making mistake, it's because I'm reading just what she say. I love my daughter, she says, but I will not love and encourage and support her wrong. Let her rock the jail suit. We need some of that in our society. We need some of that. You know why? Because some parents, they know their child bad like Bobo. They know their children wicked and out of place and out of order. But they still go in certain places and make confusion for them. And they're always right. You know how we don't say in Grenada? They don't have a reason for their child. Everything the child do, the child right. They want to go in school and beat up the teacher. You know your child is a terrorist. You know your child is a tyrant. But yet you're going to make confusion with the principal because they get to bench. If you know, when I say bench, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Sorry. And it doesn't stop there. Even in politics. You know your people right, but no. I mean, you know your people wrong, but no, you have to make a whole heap of noise. Fighting with your own people, fighting with your neighbor, fighting with people you've been friends with long for politics. Stay there and play stupid. You understand? Janu. Mommy said lock her up. If you have to lock her up, so that she will learn. Janu star. And then, boy, there was a text message that was circulating. You understand? Believed to be from one of the alleged attackers. Boasting. Alright? She too bright, yes. Me now chop up the girl there. This alleges to be a text from one of the attackers. As quoted by 784 News, just the same. All these things going on in SVG. That's St. Vincent and the Grenadines, all right? So that's where we pick up that piece from. You know, but that I thought was a very interesting story that we can share with you tonight. You understand? At least wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong, right is right. So, if your loved one is wrong, say they're wrong and let them face the consequences. Let them pay for their wrongdoing. If you're right, you're right. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. You understand? I see these days, speaking of right and wrong, people trying to get all the boy tie up in politics and things. Tell them leave us in the corner. Tell them leave us in the corner that we do a program. You know what I mean? Don't try to come and get us tie up in all the nonsense. You know what I mean? We are not on them kind of level. Yeah, I tell you all of that. And all tell them for me, please, try to not mix us up in politics and try to get us, you know what I mean, trap us in them kind of political talk and thing. We're not on them levels. You know what I mean? If that is what may call a sleep at nights and fighting over politicians and politics, you go right ahead. But you see us in a little corner here, let me do like a news. You know, have it fun in the night. You know what I mean? Lay us out all the business. Just know. You know, I like to laugh and things like that, but just now when you hear Mikey get devious, and when you hear Mikey start to go hard on people, I call his name grandmother getting licks, grandchild getting licks, the grandmother, mother getting licks. I tell you all that. So take all the time with us. See, you can start to laugh before I get vexed. But anytime I get vexed, thunder and lightning, rain on certain people, and listen to me more bad. See how he looks up? It's because he's bad now. You know what I mean? And probably God, they try to hold it on, but God realized he can't make it with me. Yeah, Zan. Yeah, but let me tell all you. Yeah, see that watch Mikey. So when he had no serious, it's either I go hard or I go home. So I just laugh because I don't want to go hard. You understand? Because anytime I go hard, I'm telling all grandmother and everybody getting it. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me leave that talk. earlier, we had a real thing to tell earlier about. We have a lot of things to cover in the national report, so we need some extra time for that. All right, there's a big game happening on Saturday. That is the Junior Murray Classics. It's going to be happening at Progress Park on Saturday, and we need to tell you about that. All right, so you need to go support Junior Murray. He does this thing every year where he brings in some of the veterans from yesteryear to play a nice fun match. And so this Saturday will be that game. We're taking a break again, coming back in a moment, and remind you this is Mikey Live. It is news discussed, not told.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
For me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
It's one of the most anticipated events in 2020, the Grenada Music Festival, June 5th to 7th at the home of the festival, Quarantine Recreational Park. 12 live bands, more than 16 dynamic performers, great food and local culture. The Grenada Music Festival, June 5th to 7th, bigger and better in 2020. Get ready.
Are you planning an event or looking to rent tents? Then call the tent experts at Waggy T Tent Rentals. We rent tents for all occasions. Tents in different colors, styles, and 25 different sizes. From as little as 10 by 10 to as large as 100 by 40. Call us at 439-TENT. That's 439-8368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Brannan, St. George. We are Grenada's tent people.
Big Parish, it's your turn on Saturday, February 1st to showcase your true patriotism as the St. Andrew Development Organization in collaboration with the National Celebrations Committee presents the 46th Independence Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza 2020. The action begins at 6 p.m. with the Flambeau March from the Old Church through the streets of Grenville. Then from 7 p.m. sharp, we move stateside at the Grenville Bus Terminal, where the best of Grenada will be on show, from Calypsonians to soca artists, dance troops, cultural groups, and much, much more. Celebrating 46 under the theme as we prepare for the future through empowerment, growth, and long-term sustainable development. It's the 46th Independence Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza, Saturday, February 1st, Grenville Bus Terminal.
Why not stay in? Turn off the alarm clock and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz. For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
St. Paul's Sports, Cultural and Development Organization presents St. Paul's Independence Extravaganza on Sunday, 9th February 2020 at the St. Paul's Community Center. Get breakfast from 6 a.m. and lunch from 12 noon. Enjoy performances by Dash, Mystic Band, Oasis Band, Laura Lisa, Conception Dance Theatre, Comanchero Steel Orchestra, Lisa McDonald, SPGS, PBC Choir, Touch of Grace, Vinue Dances, and much more. It's a day of food, craft exhibitions, robotics displays, fashion show, and so much more. It's the St. Paul's Independence Extravaganza.
All right, this one is going to be good. And folks, now we present to you the national report.
National Security Minister says police stations will benefit from infrastructural upgrade. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back with the details to the news for Thursday, January 30th, 2020. I am Rakisha St. Louis. National Security Minister says work will continue on police stations island-wide as efforts are made to improve the efficiency of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell made the announcement during the RGPF's investiture ceremony on Wednesday. Dr. Mitchell said following a tour of police stations on island, he saw firsthand that drastic measures must be taken to improve infrastructure and equipment used by the force. 4 police stations have been identified for immediate redress.
We moved immediately to attempt to bring some redress to those areas, and I will continue to do so. So the work taking place at the Carriacou Police Station is an example. The Coast Guard repairs, which will be starting this quarter. The new central exhibit room to be built at the Special Services Unit. And I want to say this, Commissioner and myself have spoken about areas of additional services what we have to do with respect to the SSU unit and the staff that serves there, and the need to make them feel as wanted as possible. Because given the stress related to that area of service, one has to recognize that we have to do what we have to do to ensure that they receive the best support.
Speaking specifically about the Grenville Police Station, Dr. Mitchell said the best solution is to relocate the officers and find land to relocate the station.
I am aware of this situation based on what my colleagues have indicated of the Grenville Police Station. So plans are going to be in place. The only point I really need to make about this, we have to seriously look at the possibility of relocation of that station. Because during my period of service, I know we've spent millions of dollars in fixing that station. And the more we fix, the more it deteriorates. So it seems to me the environment and other factors might be playing an important part in the continued physical state of that police station. So we are looking together with the Ministry of Works of alternative site for a new police headquarters in St. Andrews.
The process to replace voters' registration cards that will expire on January 31st will begin on Monday, February 3rd at the parliamentary elections offices in the various constituencies. Acting Supervisor of Elections, Elvis Moraine, says the necessary systems and personnel are in place. Cardholders are required to walk with the expired card once still in their possession, as well as a valid passport or official birth certificate. Mr. Moraine, who was a guest on GIS Spice Morning program Thursday, says consideration has been given to establish a temporary parliamentary elections office in the parish of St. David, possibly in the southern part of the constituency.
We've had the constant complaint about persons having to travel all the way up to around the police station. Oh. That's where the office is. So we have given consideration to establish a temporary office, okay, right, to the southern part of the constituency. So that would be somewhere in the area of Pedmota area. It was difficult to find. We identified a number of places before, but in terms of access, we had issues, too many steps to climb and so on. So we are at a place now where we are satisfied with that location we get. We are now putting in just the infrastructure. So between now and maybe sometime next week, okay, we should make an announcement so persons will have access. But the people in the southern part of St. David, certainly there would be another location, right, okay, that we set up temporary to facilitate the process.
Voter and Civic Registration Officer Ferdinand Phillip also appeared on the program. He too is confident that the process will unfold smoothly.
We understand that in 2013, just before the election, there was a massive influx of persons desiring to get the card. However, we are aware that this is not an election year, and the way persons
they might stagger.
Yes, we do expect a spike, as Mr. Morin said, but not to the extent that we saw in 2013. Nonetheless, as he also indicated, we are observing, we are monitoring the whole situation as of Monday, and if we see the need to up the ante in any area, we will do so.
Mr. Phillip used the opportunity to urge Grenadians who will go through the process to have their cards replaced to please return to the various constituency offices and collect them when they are completed. He says during the last period, hundreds of cards remained at the various parliamentary elections offices. The process for the new cards will commence as of February 2020. This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Grenada, it's time to celebrate our 46th anniversary as an independent nation as we prepare for the future through empowerment, growth, and long-term sustainable development. Let's show our true patriotism by participating in the following events. The 46th Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza in St. Andrew on Saturday, February 1st. The National Cleanup Drive from February 1st to 6th. And wait, that's not all. The National Colors Day and Inter-Ministries Competition on February 6th. Then, on February 7th, we head to the Made in Grenada Expo and Military Parade at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. Happy 46th, Grenada!
Welcome back. The Grenada Cocoa Association is expected to have improved operations and pay more to cocoa farmers as it cuts back on the cost of energy. The cut in the energy cost comes as the association goes solar at one of its fermentary stations, as we hear in this Mina Booker report.
Grenada's cocoa drying capacity is expected to improve as the Grenada Cocoa Association, through funding and technical support from the Jeff Small Grants Program, officially unveiled their state-of-the-art solar wall drying system at the Montana Cocoa Fermentary in St. Andrew. Minister of Agriculture and Lands, Honorable Yolan Bain Hosford, cut the ribbon to declare operations at the solar wall drying system open on Thursday, 30th January.
Pleasure is mine to declare this facility open.
With changing weather conditions in recent years, including heavy rains during traditionally dry seasons, the new equipment allows farmers to rely on more indoor artificial drying, in which air is heated and blown across the beans. This is welcomed news by the Ministry of Agriculture.
There is no denying that the advent of climate change requires of developing states like ours to build resilience, and this project is certainly part of this trust. The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands applaud the pioneers of this project, recognizing that the goal of this project seeks to increase Grenada's cocoa drying capacity in a clean, sustainable, cost-effective manner in order to create resilience against climate change.
This technology utilizes energy from the sun to produce heat as an alternative to burning hydrocarbons. The cooperative will benefit from an increased capacity and decreased fuel costs, according to its chairman, Mr. Christopher Williams. He says this will stabilize the funding source with which they can compensate farmers for their harvest. As a result, he announced an increase in the cocoa prices that will be paid to farmers by the association from Monday.
I want to thank those of you who were delegates at the meeting at Carlton when a decision was taken to reduce the price of cocoa by 25 cents. At the start of the cocoa crop this year, we increased the price by 10 cents. I am pleased to announce this morning that as from Monday morning, the price of cocoa will go back to $1.50 per pound.
The new equipment, he adds, will allow the association to provide a better product.
We are well on our way to the pursuit of projects that conserve biodiversity, restricted use of persistent organic pesticide, capacity building projects and engage in climate change resilience project. To this end, the solar drying system, Juve chocolate factory, crop insurance, renewable energy, the production of low cadmium cocoa, and restricted use of farm chemicals are some of our strengths as we go forward.
Chairman of the Jeff Small Grants National Steering Committee, Mr. Trevor Thompson, says the new equipment allows the GCA to make alterations to the entire process for Grenada's cocoa, added to offering an increased price to local farmers.
So the cost of production has been reduced, and these are the projects that we really want to see. It is bringing a change to the whole process. And the success of this initiative will ultimately reinvigorate the cocoa industry by creating a dependable marketplace for farmers. So you have no reason why you should not produce more cocoa now. And you should not increase your acreage that is under cocoa. The success of this initiative was not only reliant on the funding from the JEF program, but also on the ability of the GCA to implement this project.
The goal of the project, which costs $134,000 US, is to increase Grenada's cocoa drying capacity in a clean, sustainable, cost-effective manner in order to create resilience against climate change. The JEF funding will also be used to hire and train local workers in solar technology, installation, train station employees to run the system, and monitor the success of the new technology. For the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, I am Mina Booker.
Thank you, Mina. Finally, in the news, the Grenada National Brain Bee Challenge is once again on the way. The first zonal challenge was held on January 15th at the Anglican High School, securing spots for the Presentation Brothers College, Hillsborough Secondary, Westmoreland Secondary, and the St. Joseph's Convent, Grenville. The second zonal challenge was held on January 22nd, with 3 more schools entering the finals. We get more in this and it more report.
4 schools emerged with finalists following Wednesday the 22nd's Brain Bee event. They were the St. David's Catholic Secondary School, represented by Shaniqua Smart, Wesley College, represented by Camille Barry and Donahue Bailey, Hillsborough Secondary School with Nzehi Williams, and the J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary School with Daisy Igawu. Shaniqua Smart placed first in the second zonal challenge, followed by Camille Barry and Nzehi Williams, who placed second and third place respectively.
Hello, I'm Shaniqua Smart. I go to SCCSS, St. David Catholic Secondary School, and I'm taking part in 2020 Brain Bee. I achieved first place today, and I'm feeling really excited. I couldn't stop smiling when I heard it. I accomplished it due to the work of my teachers, Miss DeGale, Miss Santileg, and Miss Moses. They stayed back with me and helped me study with Brain Bee. They explained it to me, stuff I didn't understand, and made it seem easier. I want to thank my mom. She told me I could do it. I didn't believe her. I want also thank my father too, and my teachers, as I also told you, Miss DeGale and Miss Santileg, and Miss Moses, and my friends. I really want to tell them thank you for encouraging me.
Shaniqua says the benefits of her preparation will last beyond the competition.
It has done a lot because most of the topics, some of the stuff we did in Brain Bee, we have to do it in Form 5, my teacher said. So it has really helped me a lot.
She also shared her future goals with us.
I want to do something involved with science. I love science subjects, especially biology.
Hi, I'm Camille Barry. I'm from Wesley College, Form 4, and I am taking part in the Grenada Brain Bee competition. I will be moving on to the next round, and I feel happy that I made it this far. Thank God for that. This year, I took part and I studied, and I listened, and I researched on my own to find answers. I'd like to thank Mr. Charles. He's the one who prepared me. Mr. Williams for always telling me to read a book, Miss St. Louis for always having faith in me, and every other teacher that gave me support.
Shaniqua and Camille also have advice for prospective participants.
Even though it's hard, you should study because it helps you out a lot. And you shouldn't run away from afternoon classes with your teachers to go over the book. It really helps you out a lot and start doing it by yourself.
If you want to take part, you can either talk to a teacher, or in my case, a teacher will take you. And I will say prepare well and have faith in God, and He'll build you.
For the National Report, I'm Annette Moore.
That story just ended the National Report for today, Thursday, January 30th. Let's recap the top story. National Security Minister says police stations will benefit from infrastructural upgrade. On behalf of the entire news team here at the Government Information Service, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Rikisha, and everyone else who were part of the production of the National Report. And for now, we need to take a look at the weather, see what it will be like in St. George's. It is just around 27 degrees Celsius. Now, the weather today was a bit hazy and windy, and in sometimes partly cloudy as well. We can expect a low chance of isolated nighttime showers. Now, winds are easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. All right, so if we get our rain tonight, that will be good, right? It's been dry. Well, when I say that, we have not been getting a lot of rain in the past 2 or so weeks. So if we get like a water, yeah, that would be nice. Okay, all right, so Rolander and Rhonda, Veronica, Val, also Darcis, Charmaine, Peter, and Kieran, Eunice, Callistus. We have Vintris, and Wendy Ann, and Karen, Raven, and Donna. Suzette, hey Suzette, what's going down? Jenin, also did I say Deborah? And everyone else, man, thank you for joining us. Okay, and we'll have, hey Lyndon, what's going on? And Candy, I see that you're there as well. Big up to Candy. And Neki, I see Neki's there as well, so big up to you. And everyone else, I can't call all the names. Rose, I see that you're there as well. Yeah, I can't call all the names, so big up to all, yeah. And we're looking forward to another. Hey, Ezran, big up. Doris, I see you there too. Lord NR, hey, Lee NR alone. Angel, Charlene, Monica, Colette, and Sandra. Camille, I said that already, right? Michelle and Mishi. I mean, listen, too many of y'all. Gwendolyn, I see that you're there as well. Too many of y'all. Blessings, all right? Blessings, 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 blessings. We're going to come back tomorrow, God willing, with another program. It's going to be Friday, so you know how we rock it on Fridays. Yeah, man. So anyway, take care of yourself. And let no one steal your joy. Let no one steal your thunder. Let no one pull you in the rain. You know what I mean? Sometimes it might be tempting to tell them, go suck a mango. But, to what end? You know what I mean? To what end do you argue if no one is listening? If somebody is not willing to listen to you, why waste your time and argue? Why let them pull you in the rain? They say misery like company. And sometimes it might confuse your mind as to why some people find interest in certain things and saying and doing certain things. Because you're not that kind, you would never understand. Don't let them pull you in. Yeah? Don't let them pull you in the mud and make you come like them. Lead them where they are. You see, for every action that you're about to commit, or you're about to perform, or you're about to do, ask yourself this. To what end? What am I going to gain from doing this? And then you realize, well, yeah, it makes no sense me arguing. It makes no sense me saying anything. It makes no sense this. It makes no sense that. And then you realize the value of silence. Yeah. And omission. You see, acting is not always the solution to counteracting. Yeah? Because we think And I think that's how we are socialized. We are socialized to act in counteracting. But how about to omit in counteracting? In other words, you counteract a behavior, you counteract an attack by refusing to do something. No, they didn't teach us that. But maturity and age will teach you the value of that. So forget what you have been nurtured to do and trust in your nature. The thing inside you that telling you, Mikey, leave that alone. Suzette, leave that alone. Rolanda, leave it alone. There is an inner voice that tells you that, but no. You have been nurtured to act. So, what ends up happening? Leave it alone, act. Leave it alone, act. And then you act. Because that's what you were taught to do. But I am saying to you tonight that your counteraction should be no action at all. And you would see how more victorious you are as an individual. How more successful you are at repelling or at fighting back at your enemies and those who do not want to see good for you. By you simply doing and saying absolutely nothing. That's as far as I can go for tonight. God bless you and your family. Remember, when I die, don't cry for me. Celebrate the fact that I have lived. And of course, encourage the same to do for you, your friends and your family. Let them know that, hey, when you're gone, celebrate the fact that you lived. God bless you guys. Have a good one. And let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we all say, yeah! No! Good night, everyone. May God bless you and your lovely family.